Good evening. You're watching PBS English News. I'm Veronica Lim. After huge crowds of tourists ignoring the COVID-19 pandemic flocked to tourism sites over the long weekend, the emergency rooms of many Kaohsiung hospitals were flooded with people that had visited the 11 sites the Central Epidemic Command Center issued warnings for. Most of the patients were experiencing upper respiratory tract problems. ER doctors say hospitals are currently overloaded. Fortunately, as of now, none of the patients have been diagnosed with COVID-19. In Kending, huge crowds had also amassed during the long weekend, prompting the Central Epidemic Command Center to issue disease prevention warnings. These warnings, however, also resulted in numerous cancellations for the next May 1st long weekend, spurring local hotels and homestays concerns. With huge crowds of tourists ignoring the pandemic and flocking to attractions over the long weekend, many are wondering now whether the government will cancel the May 1st long weekend. Today, Premier Su Jin-chang said that he is leaning towards sticking with the original plan. However, if people are not able to control themselves, this could change depending on the state of the pandemic. Now we'll bring you some top stories from around Taiwan. To aid disease prevention, Taoyuan has set up cameras at 8 popular attractions to provide real-time images to show approximate visitor numbers to allow tourists to make plans accordingly. In 2018, archery instructor Chen Boqian allegedly sexually assaulted and dismembered a woman. His appeal was heard today and his sentence was changed to life imprisonment from a death penalty. 4 armyworms made a comeback in Hualien's Shoufeng township, destroying about 100 hectares of corn, resulting in devastating losses for farmers. Due to the COVID-19 pandemic, countries around the globe have implemented strict border control measures. However, a Taiwanese woman that went to South Korea last week refused to be quarantined and was deported. This is also the first case of a foreigner refusing to undergo quarantine and being deported in South Korea. Let's take a look at more international news today. UK Prime Minister Boris Johnson's condition did not improve after being tested positive for COVID-19 for 10 days and was sent to the intensive care unit on Monday, but he is still conscious. A total of 67,841 people have died of COVID-19 globally as the number of infections surged over 1.2 million on Tuesday, according to the WHO. Business Breakthrough University graduate students in Tokyo who weren't allowed to have a traditional graduation ceremony due to COVID-19 have used a new Me telepresence robots to stand in their place. Now back to Taiwan, the government recently sent out text messages listing sites crowded with tourists during the Tomb Sweeping Festival long weekend to remind the public to practice social distancing. Jiayi's Wenhua Road was one of those sites. One popular restaurant has therefore decided to close for 5 days to disinfect their site. Meanwhile, other businesses, which normally have long lines of people waiting, have made adjustments to avert gatherings. Thank you for watching PBS English News. I'm Veronica Lim. I'll see you next time.